definitely very intense. I think, yeah, I mean, just big props to Penn and his ability to muster up and garner so much energy as an actor.
I've kept on wanting to pinch myself that I was in one of my favorite shows.
I was thrilled to be doing something so contemporary.
Hi, I'm Asymina with Narcity. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Asymina.
Lukas, let's start with you. What drew you to the character of Adam, and was it what you had envisioned like filming with the rest of the cast for the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think Adam is a really complicated and layered guy who's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of unresolved issues, a lot of repressed feelings and emotions that he hasn't dealt with yet. So I thought it was so interesting to play a character that 75% of what he said was bullshit or not true. That was so fun for me as an actor to play. And then, I think going on to a show, I think this was the first time I've been in a TV series that I've been a fan of before. I've kept on wanting to pinch myself that I was in one of my favorite shows.
And Tilly, your character is also quite complex. Lady Phoebe goes on sort of like an emotional roller coaster throughout the season. A lot of emotional and challenging scenes, I would say, with different characters. What would you say was maybe the more challenging scene to shoot, and what character was it with?
In episode 9, there's a scene where it was Lukas, Penn, and Charlotte, and it was kind of Phoebe loves all of these characters and trusts them wholly, and there was a conflict of who to believe and who to trust. And for me, playing Phoebe, I was like, I want her to listen to Kate more than I would like her to listen to Adam. So that was kind of hard. I think having to kind of go against that friendship was a little bit difficult.
So you've had the opportunity to film 2 seasons now with Penn Badgley, and this season, the relationship between Marianne and Joe takes a turn. She gets to see a bit of a darker side. What was it like filming those scenes with Penn this season?
It was definitely very intense. I think, yeah, I mean, just big props to Penn and his ability to muster up and garner so much energy as an actor. And not only that, but keep everybody else with him going. So it was definitely just very intense, and took a lot of just collaborative work, a lot of conversations. That's something that I do really appreciate about Penn as a scene partner. He's always willing to talk about it, and help both himself and his fellow actors find the pocket that we all need to be in.
And as Reese, what was something that you were eager to explore with this role? What kind of drew you to the role, and how did it kind of differentiate from previous roles that you've taken on?
I think that's one of the points that you make at the end. It's always for me trying to find something different that I haven't done before, and trying. And this was very much that to be honest, I've done so many period things. I was thrilled to be doing something so contemporary and that was so popular, almost like a zeitgeist popular show. And I feel that I was drawn to the darkness of Reese, but I feel that I think it's more complex than that. I feel that he's a multi-layered character, and that's at the core for everything for me.
And Lukas, the word of love comes up a lot between both of your characters, love between Joe and Kate, but is it really love? Like they keep throwing out the word there, but is it a real love between any of these characters?
I mean, I believe there's a real love and a real care for Phoebe that Adam feels. I just think that he harbors so much guilt and repressed feelings and an inability to be authentic and honest with himself. But like the love is real. It's just clouded up with all these crazy thoughts and all these crazy unresolved. He needs to go to therapy immediately is what it is. But he loves Tilly. I mean, he loves Phoebe. God, I just get they're both so lovely that I get them mixed up. And
this season moved overseas. What was it like filming in London? Were there any favorite spots or any favorite memories?
Yeah, I stayed in like East London and Hackney. There's a park by my house that I would go to all the time. I brought my dog out there with me, and right next to this park was every Saturday and Sunday, there was like what was it called? was just the Broadway street market. Yeah, Broadway street market. And so I would go every Sunday to go buy myself flowers from the street market from this Miss Jen, this lovely little florist that she would put together like these wildflower bouquets.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, I don't live in London anymore, but I felt that it was nice but because of that, it was a joy to be there shooting. And, you know, I mean, we were shooting next to Tower Bridge in this, like, I think it was at the Four Seasons, a ridiculous hotel overlooking Tower Bridge, Tower of London. Yeah, it was, I think what was lovely about this show coming to the UK is that it had that bit of American glitz, and you know, which happens in so many US TV shows, and it was nice to sprinkle that over London for a bit, which that was pretty cool.
I mean, it was lovely to film in my hometown, but also kind of a little bit annoying because I got really used to this lovely, luxurious lifestyle when we were filming and all these gorgeous places, and then the weekend would come and I'd be like, oh, I don't live in the penthouse suite of this amazing hotel with this gorgeous view of Tower Bridge. That's a bit rubbish. But yeah, I definitely tried to drag Lukas out to some of our old spots, you know.
I mean, thank God for Tilly Keeper. I would not have survived without her. I was so lonely at times because London is the best city ever. I love Europe, but being an American there and being a little out of your element, Tilly really took me under her wing. But I think my favorite moment was when we went to karaoke and we went to a little spot called The Box in London. That was one of my favorite nights of all time.
That sounds amazing. Sorry?
It wasn't great the next morning then when we were at work.
Oh, we had to go to work at like 5 a.m. the next day. And I looked at Tilly and I was like,
it's going to be quiet this day.
And can you just quickly share your karaoke song?
Yeah, it was Lady Marmalade.
Some of your scenes are shot in a more, you know, tight space. Are you claustrophobic at all? What was it like filming location wise?
The location was great. Like, I don't want to give any spoilers away. I mean, just because I came from like the world of theater, like I love the challenge of any space, and of being able to play in any space. It sort of leads you through any scene or any or has an effect that makes any scene or any moment very genuine and very authentic, depending on your environment. So I'm a big person that loves a change of scenery.
Some of the shooting was also inside Joe's apartment. You had some scenes in there. Can you tell us about that? Was that a set? Is that a place that, you know, travelers can go and visit?
It is a set. I wouldn't know if they've kept the apartment up or not, but I mean they did an amazing job, the art department and production design team, of replicating streets of London.
I was really rooting for Marianne this season. We get to see a more vulnerable side of her. What were you eager to explore with her character this season that maybe you didn't get to explore in season 3?
Well, exactly that. I wanted to really dive into her vulnerabilities, because I think we get glimpses of the things that touch Marianne, or the demons that she wrestles with. And I was very excited to just dig into those, and truly see a bit more of where she came from and how much respect her strength deserves, in what she's fighting internally, and that she is still able to be a great mom and live the life that is going to make her happy. So yeah, I was just really excited to just dig deeper into her, and work with Sarah to make this a more three-dimensional and even more three-dimensional character.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our Narcity channel to see more great content.